Vote411.org is a nonpartisan online voter guide brought to you by the League of Women Voters Education Fund. In a previous video, which is available to watch on the League of Women Voters of North Carolina YouTube channel, we went over how to use Vote411 to request an absentee ballot, find your polling place, and more. This video will cover how to use Vote411 to find out what's on your ballot specifically and to read candidates' positions in their own words. In North Carolina in 2022, Vote411 provides information on 1,251 candidates in 654 races, plus 30 referenda. So first, of course, we're going to open a web browser. We're going to go to vote411.org, go to personalized voting information. For the purposes of this demonstration, I am going to put in the address of the governor's mansion in Raleigh, North Carolina, 27601. Click submit. So here's the Vote411 voter guide for this address. We can select from English and Spanish. I want to point out it does say all of the responses come directly from the candidates. These are unedited by the league. So let's select English, click go to my races. And this is everything on this ballot. It's quite a long ballot, but we encourage you to vote the full ballot. Everything is important. Everything impacts citizens' day-to-day lives. We don't have straight ticket voting in North Carolina, so you'll need to go down the full ballot and make your selection. And we encourage you, when you're exploring this, to start at the top. Let's go to US Senate. Here are the candidates. You will see in this case, Ted Budd has not submitted his responses. It is not too late to do that. We encourage voters, if they interact with a candidate online or in person in the coming weeks, to urge these candidates to participate in Vote411 and speak to the voters in this way. So let's look at Sherry Beasley. Here's how she responded to our questions about economic policy, political polarization, environmental policies, and more. And we can do a side-by-side comparison. So when we go to Matthew Ho, the Green Party candidate, we can compare. And now we see Matthew's responses alongside Sherry Beasley's responses. So you go back to view my races and you just go down your full ballot and do this. I want to point out that some races don't have candidates. There are bonds, for example. So when you click on the bond, make sure you keep going up to the top. This is exactly what will appear on your ballot. This is the decision you're making. So it's good to familiarize yourself with this. And then the selection is yes, you're voting for the measure, or no, you're voting against it. So if you have any questions, we want to encourage you to reach out to the league at communications@lwvnc.org, communications@lwvnc.org. We're happy to help. I want to leave you with these key dates when it comes to the election this fall. October 20th is when one-stop in-person early voting begins. And of course, Election Day is November 8th. You can also call or email your County Board of Elections with any questions. Thank you for voting. Thanks for using vote411.org, and thank you for urging your friends and family to do the same.